Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Deep and I share a lot of my little hobbies on this channel, primarily focused on knitting and crochet and probably some reading in there along with my love for my plants. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're coming back to watch another video, welcome back. I appreciate you for showing up. Today's video is going to be a yarn haul from this weekend and also a little update on how my fall projects are going because there have been some changes. So, if that sounds good to you, grab your project and grab a nice cozy drink and let's sit down and let's get into this. So let's start with the yarn haul because that's always the most fun. Who doesn't love a little bit of yarn shopping? So I'll go through what I got and then also the projects that I plan to make with this yarn. So this weekend is my local yarn shop's 15th anniversary, which is super duper exciting. And they had a little sale going on in the store, 15% off, and also they brought in some new yarns from Rowan. And when I saw the display on their photo, this one skein of mohair was just calling my name for a specific project. And I've never used mohair before, but this one, I was like, okay, I have to try this. So I got this beautiful pink. It's like plushy and fluffy and so soft. I can't believe I've never tried it. But this is 70% mohair and 30% silk. It's called Rowan Kid Silk Haze, and the color is it says the lot code here. It doesn't have like a color name, but it just says K0010 and the lot number is 1956. This is so beautiful. And I decided to combine it with Estelle double knit in this nice pink. So I'm interested to see how that works up because you can tell they're clearly a little bit different, but I think it'll mute this pink a little bit more and that'll be really nice. The Estelle double knit that I am using is color Q65538 and dye lot 4516. I really love this yarn. I'm using it for a current whip and I think that it's just so plushy, so soft, and really easy to work up. And I have had no complaints about this. It's amazing. I also recently learned today, so very recent, that Estelle is actually a Canadian company, and that's really, really nice because I love to support fellow Canadians, and I'm very happy to be supporting a Canadian yarn company. So if you're looking to do that, go check out Estelle DK at your local yarn shop. It's a great deal at the place that I go to called Wolseley Wool. You get this hank, for $10, and it is 273 yards, so you get a good amount. In the current sweater I'm working on, I needed 6 of these, and then I was going to buy a different color for the next sweater I want to work on, but they sadly didn't have enough. But for a good price where you can compare the yardage and the material to Michael's, it's always great to shop local and help your local stores. So go look for this. If you want to shop at your local yarn shop, but you've been thinking that, oh my gosh, it's so expensive, it's not. I promise you, local yarn shops have a very wide variety of options, and the best thing is that they'll help you find what works for your budget. And I love, love, love the samples that they have at local yarn shops. It's not just tiny little swatches like this. They're like shawls or sweaters and stuff. So you can actually see and feel the yarn. Another note about this is it's 50% acrylic, 40% wool, and 10% nylon, but you do not feel the scratchiness of the wool. It's so soft and squishy, and it does not give you any sensory issues against your skin. I could rave all day about this. I am just very impressed and happy working with this. I have it actually for a second project, which is my shawl, and I've been using this for it, and I am in love. Like, I cannot say enough good things about this. If you haven't tried it already, I would go check it out. And for my third yarn purchase, this is for the sweater that I could not find enough of the Estelle DK for. I went with Barocco Ultra Wool DK, and I am very excited to use this one. I was a little bit worried of it being a 100% superwash wool that it'll be a bit scratchy, but this is very, very soft. One thing I did note when I was shopping today was some of the colors felt more squishy and soft and like they wouldn't give you that sensory issue, but then some of them definitely had like that scratchy classic wool feeling. So definitely do feel around if you're going to be getting this one. This one comes in skeins of 292 yards, and the color is 83157, and the dye law is 7J7799. This is like a beautiful, almost like heathered purple, and I think it kind of actually matches like this lily out here, which is really neat. But I love this, and I cannot wait to show you the project that I decide to make with this one. I think it'll be perfect. It's a nice, like, it's light enough, but it's dark enough that you can like shift it around throughout the seasons, and it makes sense in all 4 seasons. I think this is gonna be so perfect. Now that the yarn haul is all done, let's dive straight into what I am using each yarn for, and I'll share the project links also in the description of the video. So first up, we have this beautiful combo, and for this one, I'll be making the Stay Toasty Scarf by Veronica Lindberg. I came across this pattern, I think she was wearing it in one of her vlog videos, and I was just looking around for a nice cozy little knit vlog video, and I came across Veronica Lindberg's channel, and my goodness is she talented. I think she has an amazing collection of patterns between her accessories to her wearables. I love it all. I will definitely be knitting up more of her stuff, but I wanted to start off with the Stay Toasty Scarf, and I think this combo will not only be beautiful, but also very warm in the harsh winters of Winnipeg, Manitoba. For reference, we get minus 40 degrees Celsius in the winter sometimes, and boy is it chilly. So I can't wait to work it up with some mohair. I've never used mohair before, and I'm super duper excited to use this in this project. And I think this color combo is also gorgeous. Like, I usually go for, like, in my normal wardrobe, I wear black a lot. But I'm in this, like, pink era where I just want to wear a lot of pink and get pink things. But for my knitting, I've also felt that I just want to knit stuff with, like, brighter colors and fun stuff. So I think this will be amazing, and I think it'll probably come out very similar to her sample one that she is wearing in her photos on her pattern. So as I work this up, we'll keep you posted in a nice little project vlog. And then for this bad boy right here, I will be making the Brady Loops sweater, which I think will look so perfect in this gorgeous purple. There's the picture of the sweater. I think this sweater can be worn all year round. I know cables are pretty synonymous with winter, but I think they can be a gorgeous little like popped part of a sweater that you can wear in spring and fall as well. So I wanted to choose a color that can work in all 4 seasons, and just by changing something like which color or type of pants you're wearing, it can add, you know, that touch for that season. Like if I wanted to wear linen pants and that gorgeous sweater in late summertime, this color will still look great. And if I do, you know, dark jeans in winter, right? Or corduroy pants, I think this color will still look awesome, and it can shift around with each season depending on how you style your sweater. Now we can move into my current knitting projects and start off with this shawl, which is called the Retro Stripe Shawl. It's a little, there you go. This is a progress so far. It's not a lot because I have been making such good progress on my Prospect pullover, and I can't wait to get back with this one because it'll be a nice little break. I worked this up when the sweater was just too much and you needed, like, you know, a little distraction from doing something so big. I worked this up in a day and a half maybe, which it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but when you have a little baby at home, this is a good achievement in a day and a half. It's not straight, you know, sitting down for 6 hours and just knitting. It's interrupted, but it is so easy to work up. It's so mindless. Once you get the hang of the repeat for each section, it's very easy. So if you look at that middle, that beautiful detail there, the top border, I did make a little oopsie. I was supposed to do this in a cream color, and I ended up doing the light pink. So it's supposed to be cream, light pink, burgundy, light blue, dark blue. But now what I'm going to do is do the pink, the burgundy, the light blue, the cream, and then the navy, I believe. Or I might do the light blue, navy, and the cream at the end. So I guess I'll see how I feel. But I really love how this is working up so far. I cannot wait to use it. I've loved wrapping myself up in my other shawls so far, but they're very small. I think a nice big one to wrap myself up in the mornings or these cooler fall, autumn days will be so perfect. So I can't wait to get this one done. So my sweater is in this lovely project bag that I got from a fiber festival that we have here in Winnipeg. And I love this. It holds so much more than you think. It's by a local company called 2Bs, and I will definitely be purchasing from them again when I get a chance to. So I will pull out the sweater just very carefully here because I realized I did not use my needle stoppers. So, okay. Let me get this. Okay, there we go. That's upside down. So this is the Prospect Pullover by Tori Yu, and I am on my first sleeve. I hope you could see the full thing because I was looking through whatever I could to see if I got a full image of that, but that's where we're at. I know it'll lengthen just like a tiny bit when I am blocking this, but I wanted a crop sweater, so I made it shorter. I noticed that most people, for like these lines, there's a thicker line. So I don't know if you can really tell, but there's this thicker line. And for the body, there's a broken line like right under the collar here. So excluding this one, they did 6 of them, and I only did 5 because I did want that cropped look, because I do like to wear high-waisted jeans, and I think the crop just looks better on me for my body shape. Another modification that I made was my ribbing down here. It's supposed to be 12 rounds. I just did 7 or 8, I believe. I have to go back in my project notes, but I did 7 or 8, and that's okay, because again, like, I want it to be cropped. And before you bind off the ribbing, you're supposed to do a row of knit, and I just skipped that row of knit. That's because I didn't read ahead, and I just did the bind off, but that's a different story. That's okay. And I did the same thing up here. That time I obviously kept the the knitting row out on purpose because I didn't do it at the bottom and I didn't want the look to change. But here on the collar, I tried everything on, and I also did the ribbing a little bit shorter just because I liked how the collar was sitting on me. And I have started one of the sleeves, so I will keep working on this in a nice little project vlog where we can sip some tea together and work on our projects. But so far so good. I'm liking how this is working up, and I think like I should be done in a little while. It's not too bad. This is in the color something, it's a burgundy heather, but it's all Estelle DK. I will link the color below in the description. Now just some changes to my projects. I was supposed to be working on the Nurtured Pullover by Andrea Mowry as a part of a class at my local yarn shop, but the class sadly got canceled. So that one's kind of been taken off the queue, and I think the Brady loop sweater will be second on my queue. I think I'll need a break after I get this sweater done. So I'll do the Stay Toasty scarf and then the Brady loop sweater, and that'll kind of be like leading into like my winter plans. But I think, yeah, like, you know, 1 less sweater is not bad. 3 sweaters shooting for that with an infant at home is a little bit of a big like go-getter attitude, but it's all good. So those have been the changes. And speaking of which, actually the cancellation of the class got me a store credit, and that's, you know, the girl math came in today because I used that store credit for the bulk of my purchase today, and then I used my own money for the rest. But the store credit paid for over half, so technically I saved money today. Girl math, what can I say? You know, anything to justify getting more yarn when you already have so much. But I think that's the end of this video here. I will be starting to post a little bit more regularly, and I'll be doing a couple more project vlogs, which will be super fun. If you'd like to stay tuned and you liked this video, please feel free to subscribe. If you already subscribed and you're returning, thank you so much again for coming and watching. I appreciate you spending some time with me today, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!